Welcome to Suncoast View. I'm Stephanie Roberts. What employers may say about medical marijuana, and be prepared to be very grossed out by very public germs and bad breath discussions.
I'm celebrity makeup artist Mickey Williams, and I brought some holiday essentials in today's Beauty Roundup.
I'm Beth. Arabian horses are elegant and majestic, and we have one of the beauties right outside our studio, and we'll find out how they're bred right here on the Suncoast.
And I'm Linda Carson. Oh, how I love to shop. The Rosemary Indie Market is here with locally sourced gifts. And Trevor Style has a jewelry show for us. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show, and welcome back to Mickey Williams.
Hey!
Oh, you look so good, Nikki. You always do.
So do you. I tell you all the time I have to look good because I'm sitting next to you.
Right.
I was
very good.
I was at the farmer's market the other day, and someone said, that Mickey Williams, oh, I just love her. She's so beautiful.
Did I pay them? Do I know them?
I don't know.
Are they
Are
single?
you serious? Really? Aw,
You have to go
babe.
stand at the farmer's market.
I know.
Yeah,
Hey, don't they have like a farmer's dating website, like farmers something?
I don't
could
think
probably
it's
log
a
on
farmer's
to.
Wow.
market.
Maybe I'm really big in the farmer community. Who knows?
It would be a lifestyle change for the farmer, let me tell you that. Well, hey, speaking of farming and growing food and having food, we want to mention the mayor's Feed the Hungry program that's going on right now. We are pitching in. We've got our bag of canned goods as part of the Thanksgiving food drive, but I have read that just kind of because of everything going on in the world these last couple of weeks, people are kind of preoccupied, and donations are really down for this year's food drive. And they think it's probably just because everyone's kind of overwhelmed over it all, you know, nothing specific about the food drive, but
Blame it on the presidential.
Yeah.
you know what, that's kind of what I thought.
Everyone's just exhausted.
We're ever kind of mentally done after all of that. But the bottom line is this is so important to so many people in our community. So do your part, pick up a bag of canned goods and jump in and get involved with that mayor's food drive. And no, Linda, I know you know it's been going on in the community for years.
Oh yeah, many, many, many years, but it makes so much difference. And it's such a little thing to do for us to bring a few canned goods.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it makes a real big difference
We
to
don't
somebody.
realize, you know, people that have everything they can use or need, we don't realize that there are some in our community just right down the street that don't have just the basic essentials.
Absolutely. So this means a lot. I encourage everybody to get involved now to help everybody have a wonderful holiday season, especially with Thanksgiving next week. We are excited to head to the kitchen today and welcome back Chef Carlos from the Rosemary. What are we making today, Chef?
Thank you, ladies. We're making a pan-seared halibut, and we're gonna finish it with the garlic cilantro aioli.
Oh, that sounds very good and also very light and healthy. And the Rosemary, of course, always has wonderful salads and produce. I see some gorgeous fruits and berries that the chef has brought for us as well. So we look forward to joining you in the kitchen. So, Mickey, it's great to have you back because I know you've been doing many different things. And Linda, I understood you were out and about just yesterday at the Wit and Wisdom Luncheon. Did you provide wit and wisdom?
The last part of that is the wit and wisdom of aging. I forgot to mention
Oh, we left that title out.
Yes, yes, it was great fun. It was a great deal like Suncoast View. You know,
Yeah?
you sit there, somebody asks you a question, and you give them your whole truth. So I was really worried that everybody would know my entire sexual history by the time this was over, but I tried to keep my mouth shut.
Well, thank you.
Wow, yeah.
Dr. Watson, he was appointed by several presidents to committees, and of course Carolyn Michael is a great actress, so
Yes.
I tried to keep my mouth shut and let them do the talking. Wasn't easy. I didn't really succeed very well, but it was great fun.
Well, Cliff Rolls took gorgeous pictures there, and you looked absolutely stunning. So I know everybody appreciates you
Oh,
being a
thank
part
you.
of
And
that.
I'm sure you spoke and you didn't say anything embarrassing.
And I was the oldest, so I at least I
all
had
the
more
experience.
aging to talk
You have
about.
more wit and wisdom than all of them. Well, listen, if you want to talk to Linda and get some of her wit and wisdom, I know where to find her this weekend, and Beth as well. Everybody is going to be at the inaugural Englewood Beach Water Fest. So exciting. Speed, power, and excitement. They have turned this into a month-long celebration that culminates this weekend with the 3-day festival of thrilling offshore boat competition.
That's the dry pits and the race village. It is right on the beach parking lot, and then the beach is right there. So you go in, you have all these things to do. There's going to be music, there are going to be a million booths. We're going to be there, and then you can actually stand on the beach and see the races.
Which
you never
is
could do
great.
that in Sarasota, but you're looking like 100 to 300 yards out, and you're seeing the boats go right by you.
That's amazing.
Wow,
the
that's
weather's
good.
supposed to be picture perfect. Come on out. If for some reason you can't get out there, ABC7 will be broadcasting Sunday's races. So you'll be able to even see that if you can't get down to Englewood. But it's supposed to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be a great weekend for the community to come
And
together.
we'll be there.
Yes,
We
Friday
will.
night there is a block party on Dearborn Street. So music and entertainment and great fun. Starts at 5 o'clock. Then the other days it starts at 9 for the dry pits and for the village, and then the races start at noon. So come out and say hello.
Are you going to get any boats? Are you going to actually race a boat?
Not exactly.
Because I would think
You
Linda would be
have
the
to
person to
be
do that. You do that.
qualified for that. This is the world and the national championships.
Right.
So these racers are very, very serious.
Hey, you never know. Someone may take you on a ride.
Yeah, I think
You
Linda
never
can get on
know.
the boat.
All right,
think Linda should get on the boat.
lots to look forward to this weekend. It is time for our first hot topic. The Florida amendment to legalize medical marijuana passed with more than 70% of the vote. But it's a little hazy what that means for you at work. Since marijuana is still illegal under federal law, employers are not required to accommodate its medical use. So attorneys say it's actually up to the employers how they want to regulate medical marijuana. So an employee might test positive for marijuana, and even if they have a prescription, the employer can lawfully terminate that person. Between 400 and 500,000 Floridians would be eligible for medical marijuana when the new law takes effect in January. I didn't know how many people knew about this, but it's a big gray area, I think, in this law that we're so excited to have finally passed.
I asked an expert on marijuana who had used it a lot, a good while, my son.
Oh, my.
and I said, okay, what do you think about this? And he said, well, it just makes you lazy and not want to do anything. So I don't think it's going to work out very well. So
think
Well, but
it's
medically it's different.
medically it's different. Oh, yeah.
No,
and
I've
it's
had the
different.
complete opposite interaction. I have a very close friend that has suffered multiple concussions, multiple knee surgeries, and he literally says he's in chronic pain all the time. And the only thing that has helped him was this. And, you know, he worries that, you know, just coming out would impact his whole career.
Well, should the employer have the right to say no and terminate you if you have a prescription? I mean, if I have chronic pain and I can legally have marijuana make me feel better, I don't want my job to hold that against
Exactly.
me. I don't like
And
that.
I
think
agree
that-
with that, but the problem is, you know, they're pushing other things, like, you know, for instance, the opioids. And that has turned out to be a devastating impact. So which one, you're now choosing between your job, losing your job, or taking something like an opioid where you can get addicted and then go down another rabbit hole.
Right.
Of
No,
all
I-
Well, can you
kinds of
still
stuff.
do your job
Well,
when
I
you're
think
taking any of this
That's
medication?
the
mean you're
debatable
high.
aspect of it. And honestly, maybe when your son was smoking marijuana, there were very few strands of marijuana. But now you're seeing with Seattle and California, all of these things, you go in there. And
We
if you
lived in
want-
California.
Yeah, if you go in there, they
Maybe your son just didn't want to do anything.
But
You know, maybe the
actually-
marijuana just helped aid his,
It's different
his
than medicinal.
unproductive
I think
behavior.
he's an expert.
there's definitely different strands is what I'm trying to say, and some make you actually have more energy and some actually help you sleep. So there's different strands now, and I know that because like people that I know who have it in Seattle, they do it because they're having like depression issues and it actually makes them happier or makes them do things. So I think like Seattle and California at the same time, it still was federal.
Right.
And now you're seeing more and more employers and you're seeing more and more like kind of people go out there and, you know, say, hey, we need this, and you start to see it slowly come into the
But you
office
shouldn't
place.
use it as a crutch to get through your life.
No, it's the same as opiates. They were saying
But there's
today.
no- but
You
it's
should not.
nothing.
Any medication
But,
you
that-
should.
but that's not, it's easy for us to say because we're not in chronic pain.
Yes.
It's easy for us to say because we're not having
Well, I
seizures.
totally believe
But-
in it for pain
but
and
that's
for
the-
medicine.
but that's
for
the pro-
medicine.
But your employer
but-
can fire you for it.
But that's the problem. You say you believe it for pain and medicine, but who's to say what pain or what medicine and which way it's impacting?
whether
I
it's
know
physical
I personally
or
can't
emotional.
say it because I don't have that pain. So if it was me and I'm like, I can't move my arm or something like that, I would want any options they are available.
And this is all stuff that's going to have to be discussed and regulated.
I would also want to
as we
keep
go
my
through it.
job.
I would think we all like to keep our job. All right, well, yesterday we talked about all the different germs and molecules in the goo on our smartphones. Nasty stuff. You know what's even nastier? everything our fingers touch on ATMs. Bobette, this is going to do you in. Researchers swabbed 66 ATMs from Manhattan, Queens, and Brooklyn, touched by thousands of people daily. All right, so ponder this. Each person leaves a little something behind: skin microbes, fungi, traces of food, even disease-causing parasites, including one that causes the STD trichomoniasis.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
It makes you itch.
Ew.
You can get a sexual disease from an ATM. Oh, yeah, right.
Well, if one has touched the Netherlands
That's how I got it.
and one touches the
machine,
ATM, one can get all sorts of
know if I
things.
believe
So
that
I
one.
believed this long time ago. I don't touch doorknobs. I don't touch.
Well, so
things
how do you
that-
get cash? I'm dying to know.
I use napkins.
You
What?
do.
Yes, I touch everything with a napkin.
Cash? You go to the ATM. Do you go to the ATM machine?
Very rarely, but anything I have to touch, buttons, even the gas station, I won't just touch those buttons.
How do you clock in at the office where it scans your fingerprint?
I use
we've got that.
the Lysol thing right next to
Yeah.
it.
When you're done?
Yeah.
Or first?
No,
How do you
usually when I'm
pay
done.
now
Okay.
with like the insert your chip card? You're
But all
touching
this worry-
everything. Yeah.
When I tell you
I
I'm
haven't
serious,
been-
I will press it with the card. I am serious about it. I won't put my fingers on
I've
this
not
stuff.
been
is gonna
sick in
live
20
forever,
years.
100%.
So it's not bothering me.
Yeah, and I live in New York and I'm alive. So that's all I'm
And you
saying.
have all those things.
I ride the subway occasionally. Oh my
You have
God.
all the antibodies in your body right
I am
now.
going to live forever.
I believe you.
Yes.
All right, well, we
Me
did
on
that.
the other hand, I might be in trouble.
Right, we're just going to wrap you in bubble wrap. So how ladylike is your language? I'm going to ask the question, not answer it. A study by Cambridge University gathered hours of recorded conversations from nearly 400 volunteers, and they amassed over 10 million words. Well, after analyzing them all, whew, they got an earful. They found that women take the crown when it comes to swearing. Women are reportedly 10 times more likely to use the F word, and that has increased by 500% in the last 2 decades. Analysts say it could have to do with our ongoing quest for equality with men.
Why
I think somewhere along the way it's going to hurt you. I think it looks low class and cheap.
My mother said the same thing.
And I think somewhere along the way it's going to hurt you. I've seen it hurt my husband. He did spend a lot of time in locker rooms and talked like he did, and I've seen it keep him from getting a head coaching job. So I think use it when it will make a major impact, but I just don't think it does you
But
any
how do you
good.
control that? That's the problem. I've been trying to stop cussing since January 1st, 2016, and it has not happened. Okay, so and you guys can attest to that. But how do you stop
I'm very
it?
guilty. I'm very guilty.
I don't know.
You know, I'm keeping my mouth shut. I didn't say
I don't
anything.
think it makes
You're just
me
not honest.
potty. I don't know. I mean, I don't have a potty mouth, do I?
I've never
I have-
heard you say anything potty mouth.
I have a
ever.
pirate's
Really?
mouth.
Yes.
So not quite a potty mouth, but a pirate's mouth.
So here's what cracked me up. Was anyone surprised to hear that women swear more
Yes,
than men? No,
yes,
that didn't
I
surprise me at all.
I'm
Didn't
not.
surprise
I
me
think,
at all.
and I think that lately things have changed and transitioned to a point where women just feel like that's just part of everyday speech now.
Yeah.
And you try to
agree.
be the lady and not say certain things, but then you end up back down that hole
And
again.
men provoke women to use their potty mouth against them. Let's be honest.
That's why we
okay?
swear more. It's the men's fault.
Are
Yes.
you swearing at men? Is that what it is?
Probably swear
I
about
mean,
them.
Yeah.
It's probably a generational thing.
It is.
I would agree
But
with that.
I really think that when you're listening to people talk, you choose. Okay, that person is an executive, and that person is not, and never going to be. And you choose that by the kind of language they use.
And I would
Yeah.
disagree. Not at this point in life. I think the bosses swear as much as the peons.
Exactly. I mean,
I
look
really
at Lou
do.
Dobbs.
I wouldn't want to swear to my boss, though.
Well, I try not to, but
You know what?
it's happened.
Reggie White was one of the greatest football players that ever lived. My husband did cuss like everything. When Reggie was on the field, nobody said a bad word.
That's interesting.
Because
They knew he'd be
Bud said
offended.
because we respect him. So you don't do it around people you respect.
All right, well, from bad language to bad breath, you know, knowing you might have it or running into someone else who does kind of ruins your day. Well, no surprise that a new study says that those with bad breath are twice as unhappy as those who don't have it. Bad breath people even report 500% more negative experiences in their day-to-day lives.
That's
than
because your breath smells
those
bad.
exactly, it bums you out. So a good oral health routine is key to our psychological well-being. So we're going to do a simple breath test.
No.
Yes, we are. Look, his breath looks bad.
All right,
All right, so here, I want everybody to do this. And
Let
this
me
is
get
going
my
to
toothpaste
Lick
out.
your hand?
no. You're going to lick your wrist.
I do that all the time.
And let it dry. So blow on it for a minute. Let
That's
that.
where I put perfume.
Ew,
Well,
then
lick
yours
the
will
other
taste
part.
bad.
Lick the other part.
I just
Let it
put
dry
lotion
for a
on.
second.
And then you can smell what your breath smells like. I do
Bo,
that.
Beth knows this. Now take a whiff.
Oh, I'm quite.
Mine's
Mine doesn't smell bad.
Mine smells a little lotiony, maybe.
Mine smells
Maybe
like
you're smelling
Monster
the wrong
Energy.
You want to smell mine?
No, I do not.
I can't
Why
tell.
would you do that?
But there's nothing worse than the smell of spit, like dry
Well,
spit.
but
Come on,
your
let's be
dried
honest.
spit smells like your breath.
I don't think so.
Think about kissing. Your kissing is dried spit.
I've
I
never
like
had a
how
complaint.
mine smell.
Oh, great.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
I'm tempted to smell Linda's, but I don't want to.
If
I thought
anybody's
you were going to say I don't want to smell yours.
I was tempted to ask you, but now I don't want to.
I probably brushed my teeth earlier today than the rest of you, so I may
Yeah.
need to have mouthwash. So we'll work on that. I don't know. That was gross. Now I'm worried and I have to go get a mint. We're going to check in with our happy hour forecast. Well, Beth's worried too. And then we're
I'm
going to
getting closer to her.
head outside to something that may or may not smell good, but looks great, Arabian horse.
This is ABC 7 meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your happy hour forecast. A beautiful day today, lots of sunshine. You can see our current conditions right now under clear skies, extremely low dew points in the 40s right now, and that humidity staying very low. Winds have been rather light out of the northeast and will stay that way overnight. Look for low temperatures tonight to drop down into the upper 50s basically. And as we take a look ahead at the satellite imagery, hardly any clouds to be found around the Suncoast, and for that matter across much of the southeast United States. A large area of high pressure continues to dominate our weather. Look for generally fair skies tonight as low temperatures again will drop down into the upper 50s near the coast, mid 50s well inland, and no chance of any kind of rain as we move on through the period. We are looking at extremely dry air all across the Gulf of Mexico. Another cold front is on the way. We'll talk about that cold front coming up today at 5. See you then.
Arabian horses are one of the most beautiful and elegant animals you'll find anywhere. They have great stamina, they have great energy, and they're extremely intelligent. And who would believe they are raised right here on the Suncoast? It's Hawks Flight Farm where they're raised, and this is Karen McMurtry from Hawks Flight Farm. Love that name, Karen. Now tell me about your friend you brought with us.
Well, I have two friends
Okay.
we brought with us. This is one of our partners, Ken Miller, is a local businessman and our partner,
Ken.
Hawks Flight Partners. And of course, HF Charm Bracelet. HF stands for Hawks Flight, which is our farm.
Uh-huh.
And Charm Bracelet is a purebred Arabian. She's a beautiful chestnut color. And what sets her apart is this special marking on her right front leg. So she has a bracelet.
This is her bracelet.
This is her
That's where she
bracelet.
got her name. What makes Arabians so special?
Arabians are, there's so many good things I could say, but they're set apart. They're the oldest recorded breed in equine history. They originated in the Middle East in the deserts. They were raised with the Bedouins in their tents. So they're very intelligent, very empathetic to humans.
What does your farm do?
We actually have been in business for about 35 years. We breed and raise Arabian horses. We also show them. We have 3 babies going to a show next week.
Aw.
And we've sold our horses all over the world.
Oh my goodness. And you have students that come out?
Yes, actually, because I was always interested in veterinary science, we are doing programs with Pineview honors students and also with Riverview. And these honor students in their senior year in Pineview will come out to the farm and we mentor them. So they learn about animal husbandry, breeding, having the babies, foaling out the babies, and we really enjoy that time.
We've learned a lot from you this morning too. You say she's a little skittish right now. Tell us why that is.
Well, we debated bringing HF Charm Bracelet today because horses, mares, just like women, they have a cycle every month. And she was just about ready to have that cycle, so she's a little experiencing a little PMS today.
You know what? We totally associate with that and we feel for. Yeah,
and
we do.
we just decided to stand over here
And
out of
that's
her way.
really smart when she's in this mood. So.
Yes, well she's gorgeous.
But she's
Can you
beautiful.
show us her in action a little bit?
Well, we can.
We just want to see
She's
the whole, oh, look at that tail. Wow.
Very
She's got an ombre.
They're great Arabians as far as their intelligence, and we weren't sure how she was going to act today, but it's a tribute to our breeding program. that she's never really been off the farm and exposed to
Really?
cement trucks and everything.
Well,
so
she's very comfortable.
she's very, especially with her time of the month.
And,
so.
and she is smiling at the camera, so she knows how to pose.
And notice her bling. We always have bling at the farm.
Oh,
so.
fun.
She is a lady. Can anybody come out to the farm?
Yes, we actually, by appointment, we do have people come out and see the Arabians. We also do partnerships. When I first moved to Sarasota, there were farms everywhere. We used to have like little local shows, and those were all sold because of real estate. So we now offer partnerships with our horses, so people don't have to buy a farm.
Oh, wow.
They can buy like a share into one. Oh, that was nasty. You can buy a
says,
share
"Pay
in one of
attention
our
to me."
horses, and they can just enjoy it and not have all the financial responsibility.
And not have to clean up after them?
Not have to clean up.
Yes. Oh, she
Or
is
braid
gorgeous.
manes like this.
Oh,
Her mane is beautiful.
she is great. We love you, but we will stay over here. Thank you very much.
We appreciate your mood.
And it's hawksflightfarm.com for more
That's correct.
information. Is that right, Karen?
Hawksflightfarm.com.
Thank you so much, and thank you, Bracelet.
Thank you for
and
having
thank you
us.
for being here with us.
You're welcome.
What a treat.
Thank you for being here with us, and she is gorgeous. And we'll be right back with some beauty tips from Mickey. Mickey, we just want to look like that. I want my hair to look
I
like
have
her.
no problem braiding her hair whenever you want me to.
She's really good too, and she could color it, Bracelet.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
I owed the IRS $20,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now.
Call 1-800-565-7740. That's 1-800-565-7740.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Welcome back. And of course, we love when Mickey is here, not just because we get to see her, but we get to see what she is recommending that we all have, especially as we head into the holidays.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's also, we're seeing, it's not crazy cold weather here like it is in New York, but we are seeing.
It's 75 degrees.
Yeah, but you're seeing a little bit of a chill, and you're going to see it this weekend, definitely. So I think one thing that we always kind of like grab for and we see is lip balm, right?
Yeah.
So this one is awesome. This is actually the Blistex Bliss Flip. Comes into 2 formulas. You have your soft and silky formula, which is like a consumer favorite. Everybody loved it because it has actual silk extracts in it, has a tiny, tiny little glisten to your lips, and it actually really, really works. It keeps your lips hydrated throughout the day. But they also brought the new Blistex Bliss Flip in their ultra moisturizing formula. Now that has shea butter, that has all these, incredible moisturizers that are built in to really give you that hydration if you need it. That was one of their most. This is Blistex, and what I love about Blistex is it's like a small company out of Chicago.
Really?
It's not this huge company. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I know you love that, right? And
I had no idea it was a small company. I thought Blistex was
it's global.
I cannot live without it.
Yeah,
Not
it's
even
my
an hour.
absolute favorite. I use it on all my clients because it is the best balm out there.
But I
It
see
blows
that
my
it's now
mind.
round and has
Yes. So they tuned in and they saw that there was this kind of like, growth towards these orb kind of balms out there. And we really do love to just kind of open it up and put it on our lips, right? But right now, Blistex said, okay, well, how do we make that packaging better? So what they did is they said people don't like to have to screw it off. They lose the caps. A lot of people felt like they had to kind of push it, put it on over and over again. So Blistex said, no, we're going to create the flip. And when it snaps shut. The cap stays in there. And what's great about it is you only need like 1 or 2 swipes to use it. You don't have to beat it into your lips like the other ones. So it's perfect. I love it. And this is a great stocking stuffer, but also it's great for any kind of weather.
All right. Well, I see Linda's already dipping into the wine.
That's in my stocking, I can tell you that.
Now, this is actually, we've talked about this before. We've had so much feedback on this, and it's because it's truly just something there's nothing like this out there. This is the wand. This is by Pure Wine. Now, what this does is this takes your normal wine. A lot of wines are processed fast, basically. They're processed with sulfites and they're processed with histamines. And a lot of people have allergies to that. Most of us have allergies to that. That's why we get a hangover. That's why we get stuffy. That's why all of those kind of weird rashes happen, when we drink that wine. So what this genius company out of Dallas decided to do was to create a filter for your wine. So you just put this in each glass, 6 ounces of glass. This is called the wand. This is great for any Thanksgiving parties you're going to where you know that she doesn't exactly always buy the best wine, right? So you bring the wand and you're like,
at my party.
it's not about your choice of wine. It's just because I can't have sulfates. What's beautiful about this is you just take it there, you swirl it around. You can do it for 3 minutes. It'll remove 66% of the sulfates and the histamines.
Wow.
If you do it for 6 minutes, you've got 95% of the sulfates and histamines out of there, and you swirl it. And what it also does is it aerates the wine, so your wine tastes better. Works on red or white.
So it doesn't affect the taste.
Nope. And you see they come in these portable little packets. You can find them at liquor stores. You can go to purewine.com and find them. But they are genius.
Great idea for the
Absolutely.
holidays. And of course, we want to look our best for the holidays. And I'm loving the colors of these palettes you brought. Which line is this?
This is Catrice, and they sent this to me a while back, and I'm actually wearing it right now. The colors are great. They're available at Ulta. They range from like $6.99 up.
Oh, wow.
They're super affordable. They're a great collection, and the color payoff as well. The shadows are a little bit more sheer than like a MAC shadow, but you can really, if you're someone who doesn't want to blend a lot, it's got a great color payoff. And the blush is beautiful. I'm wearing their makeup right now, basically. Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, find that at Ulta. All right, lots of great holiday ideas from Mickey. Thank you very much. And coming up next, we're going to continue this shopping trend and find out about the new Rosemary Indie Market.
If you're trying to balance caring for your mother and being a mother to your children, we can help. It's what we do. Call Granny Nannies today.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here.
Why, you don't like my hair?
The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds.
No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm gonna show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch the Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Your home is the largest investment you have. So when you're looking for furniture, window treatments, and accessories from America's top brands like Henredon, American Leather in Hunter Douglas. The only place you need to go is Bacon's. Quality, service, price. Bacon's Furniture and Design, Sarasota.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation, and everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts, and 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
My dad is my hero, and I wanted to give him a chance to live life and be happy. Granny Nannies has been a huge help. It has contributed to the health and happiness of my dad, for sure.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
And welcome back. Indie markets are a great place to find locally sourced and unusual items, and they're also a great platform for independent makers to showcase their products. And the grand opening of an indie market in the Rosemary District is coming up this weekend. So please welcome Ashley Rogers to tell us all about it. Welcome, Ashley.
Good morning, ladies.
Hello.
So when we talk about indie markets, what is that?
We don't really fit into the box of a regular market. We have food, clothing, found objects, we have antiques, everything. We really don't fit into that box, and that's what I want to get across to people is you're going to find something different every month. It's always going to be unique, but it's always going to be local. We have local makers, we have local antiquers that go out every month and find things, so it's really a unique place.
So it's a place to go find those little gems that you wouldn't normally see at a store.
That's right. That's exactly right. And supporting local, which we love.
All right, well, you mentioned makers, and one of your makers is here right now. Let's go over here. So, Ashley, tell me a little about your furniture.
Yeah, so I do the majority of my business online, and I pretty much go around the entire state of Florida and find vintage pieces that I love. Pretty much all of it is mid-century modern, and that encompasses the 1950s through part of the 70s. I have a couple pieces here that I would love to show you guys.
Please, tell us
Yeah, so this is a set of nesting bowls by Catherine Holm of Norway. They're highly collectible, and they're just really, really pretty. They're great as a centerpiece. They're great to use as they're intended. They can go in the oven. They make a great gift for the vintage lover in your life.
They're
it's a very fun piece.
I love the nesting bowls, but what I really like is that chair in front. Tell us about that.
Oh, this is my absolute favorite piece. It is so beautiful to look at. I love the profile. This chair actually was made right here in the state of Florida, so you're looking at a piece of mid-century Floridian history. The company Coda Wood was based out of Miami, and they were very famous for their bent wood designs.
All right, well, thank you so much, Ashley. Now, another item that another maker, I would say, you have here is from the Sunshine Canning, and Stephanie's already gone in and opened up some of the canning products.
I'm going to share. Pass it down.
So tell us what are we tasting?
I think you guys are tasting the blueberry lavender jam and the maple bourbon pickles.
So tell us about it. How do you make them? What makes them, so unique?
This is good.
Wow.
So good.
Everything's handcrafted by me. I work out of a commercial kitchen in Bradenton. I work closely with local farmers, and I like to put booze in things.
Well, you'll fit right in here. The smells of these remind me of childhood, so fresh.
Well, you said booze. What are some of the fragrances or taste?
Well, there's actual bourbon in the pickle you guys are having.
Be careful how much you eat there.
I work with Darwin Brewing Company, and they give me their Summer Days IPA, so I make a beer brine pickle.
Oh, that's so cool. I definitely love bourbon pickles. How about that? These are really good. Well, so we're going to walk over to another friend, the Fresh Farm. So let's go over there and meet them. So let's find out, what do you guys have at your store?
Hi. So what I like to do is find old t-shirts or pieces of broken jewelry and just kind of bring them back to life.
This looks vintage to me. Did you add?
That
the dress
one
looks very
is
vintage
actually it's a fun vintage style, but it's actually by Talbot's. I try to find like the really lavish brands and then kind of bring them with the fun vibe of color. And I like to call it punk rock stitching, where I do zigzags and kind of finish it hemming it.
I love rock.
And I also do the little girls' dresses, where you just find a really fun party dress and then add some pizzazz to it with a t-shirt that's all recycled 100%.
Very nice. And we have another maker over there. Steph, who are you with?
So this is called Block 16, and what I love about this is they're like coin purses and clutches in these really cool fabrics. Tell us more about Block 16.
Yeah, the fabrics are actually vintage handkerchiefs.
Oh, neat.
So I go to different antique stores and consignment shops and find all these beautiful prints.
I have to touch this one.
Please do. And so they're all handmade by me. They're all unique, one of a kind.
Wow. Oh, these are just amazing gifts because they are so unique.
Yes, and some of the larger pieces are have suede and leather bottoms.
Look at that.
And those are sourced from thrift store jackets and pants and stuff like that.
The
so everything is
ultimate
reused.
in upcycling. I love that. Okay, Block 16, part of the indie market. Oh, everybody went shopping somewhere else. What are you girls doing now?
We're at Rock Love Peace,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Tell me about Rock Love Peace.
Yes, I'm Kindred, and this is Anna and Kat, and we are Rock Love Peace. We are a lifestyle brand on a mission to inspire and promote positive change, one mind at a time.
I like that.
Yeah,
What do you sell?
Well, we create one-of-a-kind goodies using
beautiful.
handmade, using upcycled, recycled, vintage, and fair trade materials.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I love these little peace signs.
Yes.
What are they?
They are Zen flyers named after my brother Zen.
Oh, look at that.
And yeah, they're hand felted, fair trade, sustainable. You can throw them, and they're good for.
Can I have one?
They're kid, pet, and festival friendly.
I was going to say pet. Oh my goodness,
totally.
I need one.
They look like really
And
good
you,
gifts, too.
let's get you to speak into the mic so we can hear you. So
Tell us
mention
what
that
you're
again.
wearing. Yes, Rock Love Peace.
These are amazing.
Wait.
And, and so when you actually, you said you can use these. They're felted
Yes,
and they're
hand felted. Peace, pass it on, Zen flyers.
I get it.
Oh,
So
beautiful.
you throw the piece to someone
Yeah,
else.
they're great for festivals. They were just flying around everywhere. Zen
Oh,
flyers.
wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, well, definitely a lot of good products at the Indie Market. That's this weekend, November the 19th, and it's going to be a monthly activity. So everyone is going to be able to come to the Indie Market in the Rosemary District once a month to find all these unique items from the unique makers that are in the area. Again, the first one is going to be the 19th this weekend. And if you want to get more information, you can just go to their website, rosemaryindiemarket.com. So everybody, great products. Thank you guys for sharing all of this, and we look forward to this weekend.
I can't stop eating the pickles.
Because they have bourbon in it.
No, these are the beer pickles.
Beer pickles?
From bourbon to beer, how does that
We're having a lot of fun. I can't wait for the market. Thank you, everyone. So much fun.
All right, well, thank you so much, Ashley, and all your makers. We'll be right back.
Trebor Styles next.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beauty Rest, Eye Comfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what we're working on right now for 5 o'clock. The affordable housing crisis on the Suncoast. We'll look at some of the possible solutions and if it still might be a problem 20 years from now. Plus, 'tis the season to go shopping, the hottest items this holiday season, and why you might not want to wait for online deals. Let's get a check on our beautiful weather now with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Scott, you said it. Beautiful it is. 81 degrees right now under clear skies, and the dew point temperature at 44 The humidity, look at that, 27%, and the pressure 30.04. That's high. That continues to rise. And clear skies covering most of the Gulf of Mexico, stretching all the way down into the Bahamas this afternoon as a result of a large area sprawling across, high pressure sprawling across most of the southeast right now. And that fair sky should stay with us right on in through the evening with all the dry air sticking around. Details on that coming up at 5. See you then.
Download ABC7's free all-new news app at your app store today.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
Alex Karras Lincoln's holiday sales event is here. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $269 per month or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury. Winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Trebor Style keeps us in gorgeous jewelry on this show, and the owner, Marilee Roberts, brings top designers to the Suncoast. This weekend, she is hosting Deb Schechter, the designer behind DianeBell.com. A lot of celebrities are wearing this jewelry, like Oprah and Kate Moss and Tyra Banks, so you may have seen it before. The line is known also for transforming your own pieces into something brand new and exciting. And here with a peek at the line is Deb Schechter and Marilee Roberts. Thank you, ladies, for coming, and thank you for loaning us your lovely, lovely jewelry.
And making us beautiful.
Yes, we love it.
Love it every time.
Yeah, so tell us about your line.
Well, my collection is made from unusual stones. I use a lot of gold, diamonds, different types of gemstones. But a big part of what I do is redesign, where a client will come into Trebor Style, bring their grandmother's jewelry, their mother's jewelry that they have sitting in their jewelry chest, and we'll make it into something new and more relevant to what the type of clothing and what they wear. So it's a lot of fun.
And you guys weren't kidding. I was just seeing some of the pictures of people that were wearing some of the jewelry that you design, and that was amazing. You have a real star-studded line up there.
Yes, you do. If I bring my jewelry in, does it have to be diamonds and pearls, or could it be things that are not quite that valuable?
Oh, it can be anything. It can be silver. I've redone costume jewelry, but of course all semi-precious, and so I really can rework anything.
That's really great, because we all have a lot of that.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, that we don't wear.
Now tell me about this one. That is beautiful.
So those are from strands of pearls that a customer had.
And there they are. Wow.
Yeah, they were just, plain strands of pearls. The customer said she never wears pearls, so I redesigned them into something more rock and roll.
Oh my goodness.
How cool.
Yeah.
Wow, so we were looking at the before, and now this is the after.
This is the after, the same pearls.
Yes.
I love the edge to it with the dark. It's so beautiful.
You can really wear those. Those are really today. That's awesome.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. And you think up the designs.
Well, I work with the client to come to some designs that really will work for their lifestyle.
Well, let's do another before and after. I like that. Okay,
so
what is this?
So that's just a pile of silver chains, probably from the 1980s
I was
and
just gonna say
1990s, right?
the
Everybody
80s.
has those in their drawer. Yep.
Herringbone is right.
Yep.
That's funny.
And so I I provided some semi-precious and precious gemstones. And as you can see, there's a great necklace with a rose quartz in it.
Oh, I love that.
Those earrings are a lot of fun.
Oh, so you took the necklace and formed the circle
yes.
of the earring. I can see the
yes.
herringbone. Oh,
yeah.
that's fascinating.
So I added some extras to make it into something really special.
What fun!
Yeah,
that's got to be so exciting. Show us something else. We love this.
Yeah. So those again are, you know, that old sort of shell style ring and the herringbone chains, just a bunch of gold.
I have that ring.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, so this is a bracelet with a really unusual clasp that can be used on multiple things. The necklace is a necklace with moonstones and kyanite. And that bracelet has just a really interesting clasp and interesting color tones to it.
That's nice. And I see the earrings. It seems like the necklace wrapped around to make the top of the earring.
Yes, exactly.
What a great example of upcycling too.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
upcycling. You're right.
They're not sitting there.
These beads were not together. Look at this. I've got some of those in my drawer.
Yeah, so this client had a lot of black pearls that she just didn't know what to do with them, but she wanted something unusual. And so
oh my goodness!
Yeah,
it's like a resurrection.
Yes, exactly. We reinterpreted it into a necklace using the pearls as well as iolite, and we put some cool tassels on the bottom.
Oh my, a whole different thing.
Yeah.
What an imagination you have. I love watching this. Oh look, rings. Tell us about these rings and earrings.
Yeah, so these, we were focusing on rubies for this particular redesign. So she had a lot of gold and rubies, and this necklace is one of my signature pieces.
Beautiful.
So it's an eternity necklace, and it can be worn 3 different ways. Right now we have it in a choker style. But
so did you melt?
We melted the gold, and we remade all the pieces out of her original gold. So the sentimentality of those pieces are still there. Yeah.
Yes. And let's look at the one on the end now.
The last 2 pieces were just a reinterpretation of something that a lot of people have in their closet, brooches.
Yeah.
So the necklace is a 1920s cameo, and we made it into a cool mala necklace with a silk tassel on it, and we used peach moonstone. And then the last piece was a brooch made out of marcasite from the 1940s.
Oh, amazing.
And we made it into a multi-chain bracelet that's really fun and has a little edge.
That is awesome. You're going to be at the Trebor store in Southgate this weekend, right?
Yes. She's going to be here tonight, and then again she'll be here on Friday and Saturday.
Wonderful.
She's only here for 2 days, so
come out and see her.
her.
Okay, and you can get more information by going to treborstyle.com, and we'll be back in just a minute with emails. You may want to hear some of these. Well, Beth, you may not.
I'm pretty sure I won't think so.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to save a life? Find out by donating platelets at Suncoast Blood Bank.
I'm Haley Wilgus, ABC7. Platelets aid in the clotting process and are vital in the treatment of cancer and surgical patients, trauma victims, and critically ill newborns. It's tough to keep enough on the shelves because they only last 5 days. To donate, call this number or visit scbb.org, and you can help save a life.
ABC7 congratulates Suncoast Blood Bank on 65 years of serving our community.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help. With Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sunny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called 3-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Totoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, AND services.com.
Pearl Cream by Dr. Anna, known as the facelift in a bottle, is an all-natural anti-aging formula that tightens skin and muscles, making you look younger. It's made in Sarasota with real pearls, Chinese herbs, and no preservatives. Visit our store or at pearlcreambydranna.com.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
We want to share an email that I just love from Trudy. She has a question for you. Why doesn't Bo Beth say her last name during the introduction like Stephanie Roberts and Linda Carson? Just noticed and wondered. Bo Beth?
I wonder that all the time too. But no, our older producer told me that I need to go with one name. She said, Cher has one name and named all these other people that only go by one name and said, you're now Bo Beth. And I said, okay, that's what you want.
And that elevated you to star status.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who Bo Beth is.
Yep.
There's
So-
lots of Lindas and Stephanies. You're the only
and she
Bo
was
Beth.
very adamant that I could not use my last name. Very adamant.
And we're still respecting this years later, by the way.
Yeah.
But
We
that
do
is a good
what we're
story.
told around here.
Very fun. Okay, we want to have some conversations during the month of December with you. How do you survive the holiday season on the Suncoast? We need some tips. We want you to share them with us. You can tag us on Instagram at #MySuncoastView. You can, of course, find us on Facebook and on Twitter. But we definitely want to know, what do you do to survive the holiday chaos? Because we talk about it all the time up here, and we'll take all the help we can get. So we love to hear from you. Find us online. And next, you're going to find us in the kitchen with Chef Carlos from the Rosemary.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
Looking for carpet? Look no further. Minnesota Flooring has Smart Strand carpet as low as $1.79 per square foot. Installed, no add-ons or extras. Unbelievable? Minnesota Flooring can have in-stock carpet installed in your home in 48 hours for as low as $1.99 per square foot. Don't miss these prices. Visit Minnesota Flooring today.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Haley Wilkes. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. More parking options on St. Armand's Circle. The city of Sarasota moves ahead with its parking garage plan when it will likely open at 5. And now taking a quick look at Suncoast Traffic Watch. There is an accident on I-75 in the northbound lanes. That's near Fruitville Road. The exit there, it is backing up traffic at this hour. Let's head over to Bob.
Well, right now we are looking at beautiful weather all across the Gulf of Mexico and the state of Florida this afternoon. Lots of sunshine, temperatures warming into the low 80s. Comfortable out there with light breezes out of the north and northeast, and no real threat of any significant cloudiness around really tonight. We'll look for fair skies all the way through 11, temperatures falling down into the mid 60s by 11 o'clock, and the forecast for overnight lows generally into the mid to upper 50s under mostly fair skies. Your complete weekend forecast coming up today at 5.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.
an important message for Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you receiving all the benefits available to you? Do you know there is money available to lower your Medicare prescription costs? Now's the time to find the coverage that's right for you at the right price. The way to do that is to explore your options. You can spend hours doing that yourself, or you can call Health Markets and let us do the legwork for you with no cost or obligation. We'll search a variety of plans from nationally recognized companies to find the coverage that's the best fit for you at a price that fits your budget, and we'll do it at no charge to you. Plus, you may be able to save money on prescriptions. We'll tell you if you qualify. Why pay a penny more than you have to for an insurance policy? Let us find you the right plan at the right price and see if you qualify to lower your prescription costs. Put our free service to work for you at no charge.
Call the number on the screen now to make sure you're getting all the benefits you deserve. Don't wait. Call now.
Sometimes, when the course is difficult and you might take a step where you could fall, it's important to trust and ask for help. That's one of the most important things we learned at Tidewell's Teen Grief Retreat. On your grief journey, there are going to be difficult parts, but you have to trust in yourself and your support systems and know there are people around who will help you make it through. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Come meet the artists and enjoy their creations at the Sarasota Fine Art Festival. Over 100 artists and thousands of works of contemporary art in photography, glass, sculpture, jewelry, and much more. The 4th Annual Sarasota Fine Art Festival, Saturday and Sunday, November 19th and 20th at Selby 5 Points Park in downtown Sarasota. Bring your love and appreciation of art to the Sarasota Fine Art Festival. For more information, visit ParagonArtEvents.com.
Coming up Friday at 4 on Suncoast View, what do a skunk, an owl, and a snake have in common? Well, they'll all be here in our studio. Sarasota Jungle Gardens is back with some of their furry and feathered friends. A plastic surgeon will discuss eyelid lifts to help us turn back time. It's Makeover Madness with a familiar face, and food blogger Nicole Kudal joins us in the kitchen.
Well, welcome back. We're in the kitchen with Chef Carlos from the Rosemary, and he's making my favorite fish. What are we doing?
We're doing encrusted halibut with pine nuts, and it's going to be served with some beautiful seasonal vegetables.
Oh, yeah.
And then I make some aioli with the garlic and cilantro, and I finish it with a little bit of truffle oil on the top.
That never goes wrong. That's always a good idea.
All right, so tell us about the preparation on the vegetables. And
Well,
what
we
kind of seasoning?
Yeah, we did a little bit of olive oil, and then we throw some fresh garlic. And what we're doing right now is we simmering a little bit and stir fry.
How do you know when it's done?
It's almost like a changing color, like it started like brownishing. See, like the zucchini and the yellow squash. We're gonna throw some of the peppers, so give it some color into our
That's just red
vegetables.
peppers?
Yeah, roasted red peppers.
So it just takes a couple of minutes
Yeah,
or so.
I did already some potatoes prep cook in there, but what we're gonna do is just throw them in there, excuse my hands. And so we give you some potato.
Fresh vegetables are always so much better when someone else cooks them. Has anybody ever noticed that?
And
I think all food's better with
Well,
someone
I
else.
agree with that.
In the meantime, we're gonna throw our halibut to start
Look
cooking
at
it.
that. What is it crusted with?
It's with pine nuts and some breadcrumbs. What you
Okay.
do is first you grab your flour, egg wash, and the pine nuts with the with the bread, and you go like 1, 2, and 3.
But very lightly. It does not look like it has a very
Right,
heavy
I
breading.
only do it on one side, which is the front side.
really?
And sorry, let me grab it.
Am I supposed to eat this?
And we just turn it.
Oh, look
and
how
start.
gorgeous.
So yummy.
And it sears very quickly.
Oh yes, yes.
What's
it
the
does.
total cook time on the fish?
I do like a couple minutes on the sauté pan and the other side, and then eventually I put inside my oven at 50 degrees for like 9 to 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. So you give it a sear, then you bake it,
Yeah,
but still
and
the
that
total.
depends also how thick is your fish. You know, if it's a little thicker, well, you give them a little more time.
So if you wanted to do this at home, by the time the vegetables saute, the fish cooks, and you've got dinner on the table in 15 minutes. That's great.
That's in and out.
Great
It's
love
really
that.
quick.
So you should come
Very practical.
But he cut up all these vegetables. You've got to take that into consideration.
Yeah, I would need the sous chef that Chef Carlos has, that's for sure. Chef, I noticed you brought a couple other little goodies here. Can you tell us about
Yes.
these little quiches? What are these?
We do breakfast and lunch and the Rosemary, and we had this very popular quiches, and one is the Lorraine, and the other one is the vegetable one.
Yeah.
So it's very vegetarian, but I just brought it in today just to
No, they look great, and
amazing.
it's a good reminder too as we're starting to have our lunches out on the patios in the perfect weather, that the
Beautiful
Rosemary is a
weather,
wonderful
exactly.
place to go for that. Okay, well, as we get closer to plating this one, we will certainly enjoy our vegetables and remind everybody that they can join Chef Carlos at the Rosemary as well, always with the best produce as
Yes.
well.
We're gonna do this.
Yeah. All right, here comes the plating.
Oh, it's all good. We're down here when you're ready.
Yes, but I kept the
And-
forks down here.
Oh, she has her own
Mickey
fork.
brought her
She
own
looks
fork
very
today.
Then we're
She's
gonna
smart.
have our fish.
Oh, that is a
Correct.
gorgeous color halibut.
That
And
is.
just pour it right in here.
All
And
right.
I'm going to take the plate and run now.
No, don't. You
Gonna
don't want to forget the
drizzle
truffle
out with a
oil
little
and
bit
the
of truffle oil.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we
look at
go.
that. All
And
good.
finish it with the garlic aioli with the cilantro.
That looks wonderful.
Oh my gosh, that is heaven.
All right. Fortunately for you, we're going to be done before they start arm wrestling over this, because that's about what's going to happen, I predict here, because everybody
need a
is
fork.
ready. Linda, I'll pass you down a fork.
Thank you. See, give it to Mickey.
I can
We're
give you the
very
fork,
good at
but I'm not
sharing.
giving up the plate.
Oh my goodness, you think we're never fed. Everybody take some time, enjoy the Suncoast view. We'll see
Bon
you again
appetit.
tomorrow. Send that back.